So.
And you agree most men would take a McDonald's worker and make her
over a prostitute? Yes.
Well, why isn't it happening?
It did happen.
It happens all the time.
Not often then a sex worker gets picked up then. People are more willing to make sex workers rich and to uplift them and give them loans for businesses. Strippers, Cardi B. Don't act like you don't know, like plenty of celebrities that were sex workers in the past, Marilyn Monroe. They get big off of that, and men are more likely to save them than a McDonald's worker and a Wendy's worker and an Arby's worker.
Yeah,
no
it's
offense
degenerate.
to them.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you that there's degenerate tricks and marks. Yeah, but like...
Because you spend money on a woman, you're a trick and you're a mark?
Literally, if they're engaging with a sex worker and spending money on a sex worker, you're literally a trick.
So shout out to Donald Trump. And the trick is running the country, Melania Trump. She ran the country. Tricks ran the country before. Yeah, we was first lady.
Is Melania a sex worker? Is that?
Yeah, she was. She was doing adult work. She did do adult movies, and she ran this country. So that puts the degenerates at the top, running the what?
I don't know. Look, I don't know Melania's history.
First lady of the country,
but
your country.
I'm also not going to defend. Like, Donald Trump is not like the shining beacon of morality when it comes to
but he's running your
partners.
Country. He's running your country, and he is a degenerate at the top.
What does that have to do?
As a first lady, the first lady that was the first lady of this country.
And I don't co-sign that.
I think. No, I'm not going to get too political, but who's ever vice president right here has attended a couple of these parties too, and she's running this country. She's a part of running this country as well.
You talking about Kamala?
I'm not going to call any names, but degenerates have power. Just like Marilyn Monroe, she had power too. Degenerates have power. We're running the world.
What is your point?
My point is that you said that a sex worker and a McDonald's worker is on the same level, and we both know that's a lie.
You're right. The sex worker is way less desirable.
Really?
Yep.
So how is the McDonald's worker struggling and I'm not?
Well, hold on.
Because men are desiring me more than they're desiring a McDonald's worker. I mean,
wait, no. Hold on. Wait. Let me address the claim. So, you're talking about the amount of money you can make.
No, I'm talking about how attractive
said,
I am. This is how I live my life.
Your job has nothing to do with your physical...
You said a McDonald's worker.
Yeah.
And is higher than a sex worker.
Okay, so we're not talking about looks. Yes.
I'm not talking about looks. I'm talking about overall.
Morality of things.
Morality. Flipping burgers for a living. Taking your time, say, I'm only worth $8 an hour to flip burgers. That's how much I'm worth. That's selling your body. And either way, what you're doing, you're selling your body. If you're working a minimum wage job, if you're working a minimum wage job, you're still selling your body for less money, for $6 an hour, for $7 an hour, for $8 an hour, for $10 an hour.
But I mean, all work that is earning less than a sex worker.
I don't understand.
So you meaning everyone that is working is selling their body?
Yes. Look, I get what you're saying.
So when is it worth it?
But I just think for men and people that I know, unfortunately, a lot of men would probably have less of a problem if I was being a burger flipper.
But see, the thing, I've been a burger flipper. I've been a Domino's worker. I've done plenty of jobs before OnlyFans. And this is the only job where men have supported me. This is the only job where I'm able to have all of my time, all of my respect. Men are literally putting money at my feet, asking me to piss and shit all over them. Degenerates, whatever you want to call them. I like the degenerates. I love the degenerates, and the degenerates love me. So go where you love. That's what I say.
There's no dispute that a sex worker is going to make more money than a woman who works in fast food.
I'm not talking about more money. We're more valued by men. Men, when I was working a fast food job, no man ever said, let me go and pay for your hair. Let me pay for your nails. Let me fly you out. They never offered that I'm on the internet with my cunt out, like the word you like to say, with my cunt out, and they offering rings. They offering to fly me out to Dubai. They offering not just to fly me out, to pay for college, to pay for
sex
this.
Worker.
So why are they not offering their money to the McDonald's worker and to change their life?
But they are.
But they're not.
It's happened to me a couple times. I work at a bar, restaurant, club, and
your life has been changed, and you have all your time to yourself.
You are as well.
But you're working at college, so how do you have all your time to yourself? All your time to yourself means like you've traveled the whole world, that you shop every single day pretty much, go to restaurants, and you have like a glamorous life because a man made you have that. You have to do no work.
No, because I like to gain everything myself. I like to work for.
Hail and well met. Lol Paladin donated $200.02. Lady, you are so stupid. I'd much rather date any woman currently working at Burger King, literally every single one, rather than a prostitute like yourself.
Wait,
Get
he said
some
prostitute black?
self-respect.
He said prostitute black?
He said prostitute like yourself.
Prostitute something. Well, go ahead. Thanks for the money. Go ahead. Thanks for the money.
Just keep coping for a few minutes. Keep coping.
I mean, like, you know.
Let's hear the cope. Go ahead.
He's saying all men, and me as a worker, no, the majority of men are lying. They say that all the time, that they'd rather have a wholesome woman, and as soon as that a wholesome woman or a McDonald's worker ain't not doing what they want to do, then it's on to the next. They say, I'm pretty sure the person who said that, I'm pretty sure you're like living in your mom's basement. You're living up under a woman who probably had to sell pussy herself for you to be able to live.
By the way,
a lot of you.
I disavow any. Look, I don't know about these claims about Melania. I completely disavow. I don't know if there's any truth to it.
It's true.
It's her statements, not mine.
She did adult work. She was in adult movies, and she's running this world, which means sex workers run the world. Yep.
Do you have any proof for these claims?
Look it up. You have the computer.
What? Okay,
I don't have a computer. I can give you a link.
I have
a computer.
Investigate the claims about Melania, but in any case, continue coping about how men would rather wife up a prostitute.
A hoe? Yes, men like hoes. They love them, actually. They seek out their validation. They crave them. They value them. They're seduced by them. And I know this because I am one, and I've been living off this.
Well, why don't you tell, what's the scope of your sex work? Are you like, do you escort?
No. Well, I just came from a third world country.
Do you do boy-girl content on OnlyFans? No. Have you ever done boy-girl content?
No.
Okay. Have you ever escorted yourself?
No.
You're a sugar baby, though.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you sleep with your sugar daddies?
The ones that can stand up, but most of them can't.
Is she trolling?
No, I'm not trolling. I swear to God. But if I'm being like honest, like in the past 3 years, there's been no sugar daddy that can stand up. A lot of the degenerates, what you call them, are high off of substances, and that substances usually affects their health, which is better for me. That they cannot really perform, which is like, it's not a problem. I'm not, upset or anything. Mm. So that's the term of my sex work. And so when you say I'm not a 10, but literally my looks, it's not me bending over that's been paying for like my lifestyle. It's my face that's been paying for my lifestyle. And literally they say like, wherever you are in your country, when you come to California, minus it by 5, but all of like Montecito, when I went to polo games, when I went out, to different places, all these people are also saying I'm a 10. So I know I'm a 10.
But the value you put on yourself is how much guys are paying you?
No.
Harold Converse donated $100. Absolutely deluded. The only people that are going for you are the same ones that would screw a rattlesnake if somebody held it down.
That's majority of all men.
My wife is a custodian, and I will pick her over you any day.
He said his what is who, and he would pick her. Good for you. Thanks for the money. Instead of giving $100 like to her, like to him, maybe you should give it to her. I don't know. Good for you. Like, did you want me to know that? It's not going to change my opinion. Men are still spending money, and I love that. Like, no matter what you're saying, men say one thing, but statistics proves the other. OnlyFans made more than Netflix last year. So, like, what are you saying? Probably made more than McDonald's, probably too. Porn is the majority, the degenerates. Then why is porn like the most watched thing in the world? If it's only full of degenerates, that means the majority of the world is degenerates. So?
I don't really know what that word means. Degenerates?
What? It means, explain it to her.
Like, why don't you explain it to her? You're the one using the word.
No, you started off with the word degenerate. You said only degenerates by myself, so explain the word. What's a degenerate?
You're the one using the word. Why don't you explain
Well, I guess a degenerate is me. Somebody who is exploiting themselves, or not even exploiting themselves. Somebody is doing what the public doesn't like. So basically, when you're not what everybody else like expects you to be, then apparently you're a degenerate.
It's like
they have like a word.
It's like a moral person. Yeah. Someone who's immoral, basically.
Yeah.
Could be sexually immoral, or you're a degenerate gambler.
So degenerate means making a man pay for sex is degenerate, but making a man not pay is not degenerate. You're like good.
No, that would be degenerate too.
You're an angel. You're expected to have sex for free, but How dare you put a price on it?
I don't think I would just have sex with somebody just to have sex with somebody. I think the price that somebody would have to pay for me wouldn't necessarily be money, but it would be like time and me getting to know.
The words is bullshit when you come to a man.
Actions. I think anybody.
And what actions mean you spending money? So if it's an action with no money involved, like, is it really? It's a non-valuable action, basically. It's an action that anybody and everybody could give you if it has no money behind it. How is an action with no money valuable? Value means like money. So
value
actions
can mean emotional value.
So that means anybody can, like, that's what I'm saying. So a woman that can be taken away from a man just because he said or did or made her feel a certain way, and she popped her legs open because he made her feel good or he said something good, is not so valuable. That's worse than being an OnlyFans girl. Nobody could tell me, oh, wow, you look so pretty, or, oh, I love to spend time with you.
Here, let me ask you a question. Let's do a thought experiment here. So let's say that you have two women, and they both have a body count of 5.
Mm-hmm.
One of those women did not charge the men to have sex. Some of them were long-term relationships. Maybe she had one-night stand. And the other woman, she charged all 5 of them to have sex with her. Which do you think of those two women men are going to be more accepting of?
Me. Me. And I say this because I'm living it. Literally.
Total cope.
Literally, me.
I don't know how else to.
Me. Because once a man, like, this is how the economy works.
Donated $100. You are so wrong.
Of
I would
course.
rather give Brian, a man, $100 rather than date a sex worker.
Oh,
Maybe
man,
you
that's
enjoy
crazy.
being exploited. You'll be farmed for clips later for people to laugh at your idiocy.
And which country? This one?
There's no way this is even the case in where St. Lucia. You think
The Caribbean?
You think
you
men-
asking that you think that you're going to have sex with a Caribbean girl for free?
Truth Bomb donated $99.
Yo, thank you, Truth Bomb.
Prostitution is often referred to as the oldest profession. Indeed, it has always been a common way for women to make money, even in Bible times.
Exactly.
The
Jesus
Bible
hanged
tells
around.
us that prostitution is immoral.
Jesus hanged around people like me. He hanged around sinners, hoes, and thieves. He didn't hang around people like you. He hanged around the degenerates like me. Those are his disciples. Because you know why? Because we were more real, and we were more real and less delusional and less judgmental. And those who had the stone, if those who have not sinned, be thy first to cast thy stone.
But his disciples are how
Wait,
he ended
what?
up on
Who was
the
Marilyn?
cross.
No, it was one disciple. It was only Judas.
Mary
it was not all.
Mary-
Marilyn Magdalene was a prostitute.
Bro, you're a yapaholic.
So
Yeah.
if you met a 15-year-old girl,
Yeah.
and she's like, okay, it's between these two occupations that I want to do.
Be a McDonald's worker. If you have a steady family and you come from a steady country and a steady family, don't go out and like just do something just because it make you money. I come from a third world country. I come from a completely broke family. There is no McDonald's in St. Lucia. So it's like
No, hold on. I got to correct you here. So even people who have broken family or they live in, they're coming from poverty, you don't have to be a whore.
yeah, you don't have to be.
You can still get
Yes.
a normal job.
And the normal job, that's what I'm saying. All my family that have these normal jobs, who are they begging to pay their bills? The ones with the abnormal job. Who are they begging when they're out of money? The one with the abnormal job. With their normal jobs, with their real jobs, they can't pay their real bills with their real jobs.
Yeah, I'll give you a question then. So, a father, they're struggling to, they can't pay the utility bills, the air conditioning, whatever. They can't cover the utility bills. Do you think a father would encourage his daughter to become a prostitute?
No, he would
so
not.
that they could cover the utility bills?
But see, I don't have one. I don't have a father, so
Right, but you're
just
trying
like
to
a lot of women. No, I literally just said if you come from a good family.
I thought you said you were supporting your family members.
No, I said she asked me, would you tell a 15-year-old worker to work at McDonald's or be a sex worker? I would tell her to work at McDonald's. If you don't have to like lower your like value and be degenerate, don't do it for the money. I mean, I guess.
Okay.
Yes, but I'm in a different circumstance. I don't have parents, so I'm just trying to provide for my family the best way I can, and I'm trying to provide for myself the best way I can.
But I don't have a family either, and I've been on my own since I was 17, and I've had.
And you're in a first world country that's making the American dollar, where there's plenty of jobs around and there's plenty of opportunities. Like literally, you guys never heard of St. Lucia. You know why? Because at first she was like, what? St. Lucia.
Oh,
a lot of St. Lucians do not get the opportunity to leave St. Lucia. It is very hard. The minimum wage there is 6 EC. You know how much 6 EC is? That's like $2, $2 American dollars. Wasting your time at what, Massey, at whatever market, KFC, for what, $2, $3 instead of just opening your legs. Which one would y'all do? Would y'all work in St. Lucia?
Do you prefer a bathroom with a door/stall? If the answer is yes, your own privacy and dignity can be bought with money. Disgusting. You have so much potential. No simps required.
What did he say?
Do you prefer a bathroom with a door stall? If the answer is yes, your own privacy and dignity can be bought with money.
I don't understand.
Like a door on the bathroom.
Lol Paladins donated $100. Lady, you don't have a dad, so I'll give you advice. Because I'm old enough to be your dad. Stop being a sex worker. St. Lucia has a KFC. Go apply to fry
These
some
are the same
chicken.
ones that will fuck
Learn to respect yourself.
Thank you, Lol Paladins. Thank you, Vector. By the way, Lol Paladins, the trigger for your special thing is available at 102.
Thank you.
So, okay, let me ask you one more time. Okay, so a man has a choice between two women.
Mm-hmm.
Both have the same body count of 5. One of those. An old man gave me the best advice on how to deal with women like you. Walk over to the window, stick your D in the windowsill, and slam the window shut. It would be less painful.
Good for you.
Thank you, Harold. Appreciate it. Okay, here's the scenario. 2 women. Oh, there's another one coming in, so I have to. Oh, there's 3 coming in. Oh my. All right, I got to pause temporarily. I'll just let them come in.
You made him some money.
Yeah, I'm so glad. I am like really so happy for your advice. Thank you from all the people that have parents.
Stop. Sonia, there really isn't a morally good reason to be a whore. I'm a woman too, but I'd never stoop down to your level. I don't S old D to pay bills. Also, I'm also from Jordan, moved to US, poor family, all that. That's from Sonia. Thank you, Sonia. Appreciate it. TTS doesn't work if there's like any bad words or whatever. So, but I'll just read it. So we have another one coming in. Last one coming in here. Thank you.
Jesus_calling donated $100. I would just like to say I would rather hang out with Brian than you.
Shit.
Keep my name out of your mouth. Beans go in there.
That's Jesus. I mean, take the L.
Thank you.
Take the L, I guess.
I appreciate it.
That. So you're
so kind
I
and
think you were
sweet.
trying to justify that sex work is more desirable in a partner?
Yes.
Okay.
No, not in a partner. Not in a partner. Over certain jobs than others. Yes.
Wait, so you're saying men...
Being a stripper is being a stripper.
Men would rather date a stripper
yes.
than a girl who works at a fast food restaurant.
You fucking know. You know.
Who are you pointing to? There's
plenty of men rather date a stripper. Plenty of men rather date a stripper than a fast food worker.
Which ones? Where?
I think
all over the world.
I think the ones.
So same girl.
You think the ones what?
I think the ones that you go after would rather prefer to have a sex worker than.
But I don't go after men. They come after me.
It's not. I don't even think those men.
Okay, so let me tell you something funny I do on Tinder, right? Let me tell you something funny I do on Tinder. So a lot of men have it in their profiles. No OnlyFans workers, no sex workers, no OnlyFans or whatever. So I put in my bio that I am an in-house maid. And I am not looking for any type. Well, I don't say I'm not looking for any type of sex. I'm an in-house maid. You know, I cook, I clean. Oh, do you have sex too? Well, I will only hire you if you have sex. So men don't like willingly to pay for stuff. They do not like consensually to pay for stuff. They do not want to feel used. They want to feel useful, and that's just what it is. So whether
you do the thing that men don't like to do, which is be paid to.
Absolutely. No, you're not understanding. You're not understanding.
You're not
instead of coming out and saying I'm a sex worker, they would say, "Oh no, we don't want to buy you."
Hey,
but when you say that you're a wholesome girl, they just want to
$100.02.
Just hold on.
Lady, would you date a man that has sex with other men for money? If the idea makes you feel gross, then you understand what we think about you.
Of course, I understand what you think about me. You're not getting it. I understand, but what you think is not the actions that men are portraying. They're still spending money, no matter what you guys say and y'all think. Why am I in work if what you think is true? Why am I in work? Why am I still in business if what you think is true?
You don't know the way. Do you know the way?
What does that mean?
Okay, that was.
I think people would pay for things from your OF and stuff, but the reality, they might not want to date you, which is something I have to.
I don't deal with that though. It's me that doesn't want to date them. So literally what men tell me, and I go with this on my Twitter spaces all the time, is opposite from what they actually do.
Okay.
It is the very opposite from what they actually do.
I think that there's sick people out there and that there's not sick people out there. I think certain people have certain desires, and the ones that have desires of paying people to fuck them probably go to
There's a kink for
you.
everything at the end of the day. We're going to, There's going to be people that want
I mean,
us.
you
There's
have
gonna be
another
people that
woman,
don't.
she's involved in the industry, and she
What
says.
industry?
Sex work. She does
I do
OF too.
OF.
Well, she never said it.
She
Yeah,
said
she
it
did.
right in the beginning.
Yeah, she did.
I swear I didn't hear.
And
Maybe
look-
it was an accent. Maybe I didn't know.
Look, I don't have.
She said OF.
OF, yeah.
Oh.
I don't have some hatred for these people in this
I don't believe
industry.
you.
Okay, that's fine.
No,
In
I
any
don't
case-
believe that you have hatred for them.
I
wouldn't be here if you
understand
did.
Brian might just not want to date me. So they might.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I think he's saying that on camera, but I think that if he got a chance with you in Sweden, especially, that he would definitely want to date you.
I'm Australian.
Wait, you were shaking your head because you think I would
I think, yeah.
Yeah,
It's okay.
No, I wouldn't, because I know it's surprising to you to ever encounter a man who has a boundary and wouldn't have sex with a woman. I know you think all men are dogs and they're just
No, I don't
pressed
think
for pussy.
It's dog.
They're pressed for pussy. But no, some men have standards and boundaries and preferences and will stick to it. Yeah.
we've yet to
It's
see
a
it
deal
though.
breaker. I will not date a sex worker. Point blank, period.
But he would date a
And
janitor.
trust me, I've had hundreds of sex workers on this show. If I fucked a sex worker, they would have leaked that shit by now. I have not.
He probably,
I've never
he probably
been with
makes
a-
him sign that contract. What's that contract called? Where you can't speak it when you can't talk about what you did.
I have never even dated. I've not dated. I've not slept.
Do you
with
watch porn?
An OnlyFans girl. How would that?
Do
be?
you watch porn? Answer the question. Do you watch porn?
Occasionally, sure. Very rarely.
Degenerate. How dare you? How dare you seek pleasure off of degenerates?
How is that? Hold on.
How dare you get
I'll
off
engage
on
that.
it?
So I'll actually engage that. So here, have I watched porn before? Sure. Do I occasionally watch it? Sure. But I will say this: if I'm in a relationship, I don't watch porn. I would say my porn consumption is in the bottom 1%. Why? I don't have any reason to. I would tell you.
How many of the men in this show believe that?
No, I'm not going to let you shift things around. I'm going to address your argument. So my porn consumption is probably in the bottom, I don't know if it's either the 99th percentile or the 1%.
1%.
Would it be the 1 percentile or the not? It's very low. Super infrequent. If I'm in a relationship, I don't watch porn. That's out of respect to my partner, and also keeps the libido a little higher, if you know what I mean.
Get excited
in any case.
easier.
Yeah.
Would you date?
And well met.
But hold on.
Lol Paladins donated $100.02. Ooh, this panel just got really aggressive and grapey towards Brian. These women want to grape you.
It's true, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, no means no.
Look.
Leave Brian alone.
We'll
Like-
save him for you.
I know you guys encounter these guys who are thirsty and pressed to get laid and get pussy, but the reality is if you're a guy and you've had any experience with women, you're gonna turn women down. If you have your own standards, you're gonna turn women down if they don't meet what you're looking for.
And you're
Yeah, and
entitled
vice
to
versa.
your
How many of you guys been turned down before?
I think
Sorry?
everybody
Probably
has.
everyone.
Not me. Y'all been turned down? Maybe because I haven't lived there that long. I don't know.
I think you need to find somebody that you actually find attractive and that you have an emotional
no.
connection.
No, you never
towards.
find somebody. They have to find you.
Would you date someone that has done S work before?
He said no.
No.
So even if they didn't do it
If there's a
anymore,
past of it, I wouldn't.
you wouldn't even
No.
pictures. just pictures, not
Okay,
actually
so what if
escorting.
they was like the college whore though? They didn't get paid for it, but everybody
date her
knows
either.
them of it.
Wouldn't date her either. In fact, you know what? I'll even be charitable. This question has come up. I'll be charitable by giving you this counter argument. Would I rather date a girl who does OnlyFans but her body count is 5, or would I rather date a woman with a body count of over 100? I'd rather date the OnlyFans girl.
Okay, then that would be me and her. You said how much was your body count?
I don't know, but like maybe around like 50 something.
Mine is not as near.
I wouldn't date either of you.
But if you had to,
You're such a
Absolutely had to.
liar.
Because I wouldn't date
I don't believe you. I don't either of us. Sexy
You
Asian.
don't- Well, yeah, it's even hard. No, well, okay, so
You
here's-
wouldn't date the sexy Asian. You wouldn't date the blonde Aussie bombshell. You wouldn't date the ginger Swedish.
Yes, because I care about more than just looks.
Yeah.
What? How is that hard? Women are the same. They
So
care
none
about
of
more
these,
than one.
so none of us had like striking
Oh,
personalities.
well, look, I'll
You've
even
got a
grant you
striking
this.
personality.
Very attractive, very attractive. Like, yes, the women at the table are attractive, but there's other considerations.
but I'm a whore apparently.
No, it's just you do sex work. You do sex work. You're currently involved in like a ridiculous you're involved with another dude who's got you alpha widowed and you've been brainwashed, and the body count's high. No offense, not trying to get you upset. Body count's a little high. Okay, attractive girl, high body count.
Tight pussy though, I'm pretty sure.
Right. That's crazy. So keep coping though. It's funny.
So what's your body count, Brian?
I don't reveal my body count. What's yours?
Are we gonna? Oh.
Mine's is like, well, I charge $5,000. Well, I shouldn't have said that. So my body count, I started OnlyFans at 18
What do you
years
charge
old.
$5,000 for?
I started OnlyFans at 18 years old. Before OnlyFans, I had the body count of 3.
And she knows it.
Wait, your body count was what?
Before OnlyFans started, I had a body count of 3. After OnlyFans, I could tell you somewhere in the 20s. That's where it is.
And how much did
it's
you
not
charge?
because it's.
How much did you charge?
I plead the 5th.
How much did you charge?
I plead the 5th. They'll have to rewind to hear it.
$5,000.
$5,000 if you want to
take you
propose
shopping.
to have
Remember-
sex with me. If you want to propose to have sex with me, yes, it's $5,000. So do you have it or you don't have it?
Remember that part where you said you weren't an escort?
Yeah, I lied.
I mean,
I'm not gonna rely on it.
honest.
I lied. I mean,
she's honest.
you would have to be a dumbass to think that I wasn't collecting like thousands of dollars for sex. That doesn't even make sense. So
Where do you meet these people that pay you to have sex with
OnlyFans.
you?
Like OnlyFans on the internet. So when you're OnlyFans girl, you're on so many social
Wait, do you
media
have
platforms.
an escort listing? Do you have escort listings?
Not listing, no. You have so many social media platforms where people reach
You
out
wanna
to
buy
you
it,
for
does
crazy
it?
amount of money. Now, why I put the 5,000 is because I don't know if this is like I could say this on the podcast, but T-girls, I saw a T-girl put $10,000. So I feel like me as a cis girl that I can like if T-girls are getting 10,000,
Where is
why
Andrew
can I
when
get?
you need
Andrew who?
Andrew Wilson? We gotta get.
So